guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Diva Ash here and I hope you are all doing well. So guys, in today's video I'm going to show you how to create this dramatic black and gold smoky cat eye. You can wear this out to parties, out to weddings, to the library, to college, wherever you feel like wearing it. I usually do this kind of eye look on brides because you can elongate the eyes, you can make the eyes look bigger, and you can just give it a gorgeous shape. We are using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette. Every single color that I've used on my eye today is from this palette only, and we've only used 2 mattes and 2 shimmers to create this dramatic eye. So if you obviously don't have the Sultry palette, you can use something similar in these colors from whatever palette you have. So if that's something you would like to learn how to do, then continue watching. So guys, this is a close-up of the eye. I've obviously already done my base using the MAC Soft Ochre Pro Longwear Paint Pot, and then I have set the eye using some translucent powder. You can use whichever translucent powder you would like to use, and this will be the start of our base. So because we are doing a cat-like effect on the eye, I will be using this like template just to make sure that everything looks nice and neat, and where you kind of want to place it is in line with where you're going to do your bottom lash and what you're going to basically do, and it should technically go from the edge of the eye up to the edge of your eyebrow. So I'm just going to readjust it, and I like mine to be slightly more out, so obviously you can do it exactly how you prefer, but this is what mine ends up looking like at the end of it. Now obviously if you don't have this, you can just dab a bit of translucent powder along this area here, and that will avoid any of the colors transferring across there. And obviously I haven't done any of my base or anything yet because we're playing with dark colors, and with dark colors they do tend to drop, and you don't want to ruin any of your foundation or concealer underneath. So using a fluffy brush, and the one that I am currently using is the Zoeva 228 Luxe Crease brush. I'm taking the color Birch from the palette, and I'm literally just going to put this into my crease area, obviously taking it down as far as I can. Because I have the guard on, I can take it lower, and that just ensures we have a nice blend on that. So I'm going to literally take this into the crease area and take it into the inner corner as well around this. So this color is acting as our transition shade, and we are going to diffuse this pretty high up because we're going for a dramatic effect. And I'm just doing swiping motions and then circular motions as well, just to ensure that everything is nicely blended and looks smooth. You should be left with something that looks like this. So we are now going to take a shader brush, and the one that I am using is the Zoeva 232 Luxe Classic Shader. I love this brush. I actually love loads of Zoeva's brushes. If you notice, a lot of my tutorials are done with those. And what we're going to basically do is kind of trace as if we were doing an eyeliner, but we're not. We're just going to take that all the way up. This doesn't have to be neat because we are going to blend this all out. But we do kind of want most of the darkness to be on the edge. And you can obviously take this as high as you want, depending on how dramatic you want your eye look to be. And I'm just going to keep going in and darkening it to what I like. I'm now going to take a smaller crease brush. It's the 224 from Zoeva. And I'm going to add a bit of the black and diffuse that line that we've got going on. So to do this, I usually use circular motions. And this will allow us to achieve that blended look that we want. I like to take my black shade slightly more in. And you want to try and do this just above the crease. So now what we want to do is go back in with that birch color just to smooth it all out and to diffuse that black further. So you can see the shape is now starting to show a bit more, and we're We're not adding any more black. We're literally just using whatever is on the eye. And we are just taking that in and out with swiping motions, just to smooth it all out a bit more. So you should have something that kind of looks like this at the moment. I'm going to cut this area just slightly, just so the black doesn't mess with our shimmer color. And again, I'm going back in with the paint pot. The best way to determine where to cut your crease or where to stop the concealer is to open your eye, look up, and you should get an imprint. Like my imprint has come right there. So we are going to cut this crease all the way in there. Now I'm not doing a really intense cut crease because I do want everything to still look blended on the edges. So as you can see, I'm kind of doing most of the intensity is happening at the beginning, and then it's kind of fading in. And this is again just down to your preference, how much of the eye you want to have with shimmer and how much you don't. So I'm now taking this maybe just above halfway across the eye. So you should have something now that looks like this. So I'm now going to take my Luxe Precise shader number 238 from Zoeva, and that's like a tiny little brush, and we are going to pat in some of the shimmer onto the eye now. So I'm going to start off with taking that shade, and this one is called Steampunk, and I'm going to take that on the inner and about halfway of where we've cut. Now I am taking Ember, and I'm going to fill in the rest of this space with Ember, which is a darker kind of goldy brown color. I think this will mix the gold color and this in really well. So I'm taking it a bit further to the area that we didn't actually cut, because I kind of want to diffuse the two colors together. We will be blending that again with the black, just to make sure that everything is looking nice and neat. So I'm now going to take that black again, and I'm going to intensify where you can see we have a shape taking place, sort of like a triangular shape. As you can see, I'm literally just cutting this area with a darker black, just ever so slightly. I've only dipped into the pan once for this black again, and just taking whatever's left on it to create this kind of V shape along the eye. So you should have an end result that looks like this. I'm now going to take my Ofra highlighter in Glow Golds, which is a collaboration with Nikki Tutorials. This is one of my favorite highlighters. I think it's so intense and so beautiful. And I'm going to pop this into my brow bone. And I'm going to pop a bit into my inner corner above what we've done. And this is the shape we have now, which I kind of like because it makes my eyes look bigger and it elongates it. So now we need to work on the lower lash line. Now the lower lash line is going to be fairly simple. We're literally going to take Birch and place that all the way underneath, and then we're going to use the black to smoke it out and create the intensity of going inwards. So this is what the eye should be looking like once you've finished with all of the eyeshadow. I am going to add in some black eyeliner into the eye because I want this eye to be really intense and smoky. So I'm now going to add in some mascara and some falsies, and that is the eye look complete. And that's your finished eye look without us cleaning up underneath. So you can see the difference in the eyes obviously, so I'm going to obviously do this eye off camera, and then I'm going to clean up and come back with foundation and concealer and all the good stuff. So guys, you're at the end of the video. If you made it this far, thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. So guys, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. If you do have any suggestions of other looks you would like me to do, or any other videos in particular, then obviously leave a comment down below. give me a big thumbs up and subscribe. Yeah. See you later.